Ever wonder what your greatest problem in life is? Well, I found quite a lot of answers. People said this, that, whatever. But I told them the greatest problem in their life. Well, there's actually two of those. And those two I said, well, one of them is comfort. And then another one is a very old karmic structure. A lot of people have nowadays all the time in the world. Because back in the times, you had to do a lot of effort to gain something. You wanted heat, well, you had to go for the firewood. Nowadays, you just press a button, everything is solved. But people are more tired than ever before. See, one of the greatest things that is tiring you always is the fact that you're feeling unworthy of everything. Yes, it happened thousands upon thousands of years ago when people got miserable and, well, they started perpetrating it. And, people simply, well, just continue doing that. Instead of telling you, don't live the miserable life we're living as parents, they're telling you, whoa, why don't you go to school? Then go find yourself a job, right? You're in your early 20s, you have a job now. Congratulations, you have achieved the utmost that your parents have. And they're 50, right? And they're working, you're working, so the same level has been reached. Then they say, no, 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 we have been working for 30 years, right? And then they carry on with the misery, right? Guiding you through their misery. Why don't you get married? Why don't you have some children? But no one is telling you, why don't you actually look inside of you and see what issues you have? What things are pissing you off? And how to find out more about how you function, how this physical body functions, how your emotions function, how your mind functions. Nowadays, you see, everyone has so much spare time in their life, but they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how their mind and how their emotions function. And now it was a whole piss to live back in the years, but there were still a lot of things to do. Nowadays, there are machines to do things for you. You have so much extra time, and what do people do? They have extra time to complain and to not take responsibility and whatever else. So, comfort is in a way your death because, comfort in the end, well, rest, sleep is the cousin of death, don't they say that, right? Because in a way it's stagnation. Now when it comes to comfort, a lot of people give up their freedom for comfort because we are creatures of comfort, but giving that up, not a good thing. Because one has to be adventurous, one has to meet new people, one has to do things, new things in life, and seek new challenges in life. Because challenges will come, but you never know how often. And especially with cancel culture, well, you're not gonna get too many challenges anyways. And, well, those challenges are gonna be directed against you anyways. So nowadays you see also many people suffering from this simple point that they feel unworthy of anything, of everything. They have all the things in their life. They purchase all the things that they can buy with the money they have. And yet, ultimately, they feel unworthy of those. So they feel like they buy something else to try to hide it. And then it stings and stabs at them again. And then they perpetrate it. And they do that again and again and again. And when they become parents, they forbid their children to do the same thing, which in fact will make their children crave to do that more. Because once you give birth to a child, all of your karmic structure is within that child. Now, depending on their own structure, they will be capable of withstanding that or not. Karma is a very complex thing. So once a child wants to do something and their stupid parents simply tell them not to, well, then you have a problem, because they will long for it even more. And if it is yet the same disastrous way of their ancestors, well, the problem is they're going to end up in, suffering even more from their own lie. So, ultimately, if they're not strong enough, they will invite their own children to suffer the same fate. Sooner or later, they might as well get reborn in such a family. We never know how many years later, but, karma is a bitch, as they say. So, unfortunately, a lot of people have all the time in the world, but they don't make use of it in any way, shape, or form. Don't forget, successful people have the same amount of time as we do, but they use it more productively, right? They make money work for them instead of them working for the money. And, well, it can go on and on. Then people think they are unworthy of everything they have because their parents weren't capable of ever telling them something good, something truthful, right? It's always trying to show yourself that you're stronger than the child, right? To put them down because your parents have been doing the same shit to you. Well, the society we live in, you can thank your parents and your grandparents for that because, well, to a certain extent they built it. But the quality of the people around, well, it's questionable, and it's also thanks to their generations or degenerations as well. But at least you can try to make something better out of your own life because you are here to simply transcend your ancestral lineage, your ancestral karma, and, well, to try to make your own children's life a bit better. Whether society doesn't want it, well, there are places where you can ensure that. But this being said, hopefully this video raised a bit of awareness. You're appreciated, take care, and, well, all being said, Ferenc Bohr signing out.